Good morning, Battling Bathers. Start your day the Bather Babble way. I'm Tasia here, my broadcast partner, Jamon. Jalen is here with your sports, and Armani is here with your weather forecast. Today is Thursday, April 25th, and here's what's making news. Making news on this day, the Flint water crisis began in 2014. Officials from Flint, Michigan switched the city's water supply to the Flint River as a coast-cutting measure for the struggling city. In doing so, they unwittingly introduced lead poisoning water into the homes in what would become a massive public health crisis. The problem started when officials decided to switch the water supply from the Detroit Water and Sewage Department to the Water Authority to save money for the struggling city. In the aftermath, residents filed a class action lawsuit in 15 states, and cities leaders face criminal charges.
Making news around the world. A powerful cyclone will make landfall in Mozambique tomorrow morning. According to the Fox News, this storm comes just 6 weeks after Cyclone Idai devastated the African country, which is one of the poorest in the world. Idai wiped out much of the country's food supply. Now hundreds of thousands of people face possible hunger and other problems. Making news across the country. Social media giant Facebook is setting $3 billion aside to cover potential lawsuits. According to BBC News, Facebook expects U.S. authorities to investigate their privacy practices. Facebook monthly users grew 8%, beating expectations. Facebook creator Mark Zuckerberg said that the company had a good first quarter and their business continues to grow. The investigation will look into Instagram users who may have infected the two. Now here's Jalen with your Baylor Sports Update.
I'm Jalen with your Baylor Sports Update. The Boston Red Sox come back from a doubleheader sweep with an 11-2 win over the Tigers yesterday. J.D. Martinez and Eduardo Rodriguez led the team, with Martinez having 3 hits and Rodriguez pitching 3 strong innings. The Red Sox will go on to play the Tigers on the 25th of April. The Houston Rockets eliminated the Utah Jazz yesterday in the 4-1 series. It was a close game with a score of 93-100. The biggest contributor to the Rockets was James Harden with 26 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, and 4 blocks. The Rockets will go on to play the winner of the Clippers-Warriors series. The next Mount Clemens track meet will be this Wednesday, and there will be community service hours to anyone who helps with timers, hurdles, or other games. That's all for your Baylor Sports Update. Back to you, Tasia.
Thanks, Jalen. Making news around the state. Most Michiganders are familiar with the Labor Day Bridge Walk across the Mighty Mac. 5 unique parades to cross Michigan-Mackinac Bridge. But the state's Mackinac Bridge will host a half-dozen parades this year across the 5-mile span. Some of the events this year: Jeep the Mac, Mini on the Mac, Corvette Crossroads, and even a antique tractor crossing. For more on this story, visit DetroitPress.com. Now here's Armani with your Baylor Babble forecast.
I'm Armani with your Baylor Babble forecast. Across country, over in the west, it's going to be a clear day with sun, and in the Rocky Mountains as well. Down in the Gulf and the Midwest, it's going to be thunderstorms scattered across. And over in the East Coast, it's going to be sun as well. For today's outlook, right now, it's 44 degrees and mostly cloudy. At noon, it's going to be 58 degrees and heavy rain. At 4 p.m., it's going to be 62 degrees with mostly cloudy, and 8 p.m., it's going to be 59 degrees and cloudy. 3-day forecast: Friday is going to be 63 degrees and mostly cloudy. Saturday, it's going to be high of 53 degrees and light rain. On Sunday, it's going to be high of 51 degrees with heavy rain. For today's weather word is rainbow. They are one of the most common but most spectacular sky displays. Rainbows are caused by reflections and refractions of sunlight passing through raindrops. That's all for your Baylor Babble forecast. Back to you, Jamon.
Thanks, Armani. Now it's time for the Bathers Do Better word of the day. Today's word is boon, which is a blessing or something to be thankful for. Seniors, there are 4 scholarships you need to apply for immediately: the Old and Young Alumni Association, the Mount Clemens Commitment, the Wallace Properties, and local scholarships. The deadlines to apply are quickly approaching. Applications can be found on the counseling page of the school website. Any students interested in learning to play an instrument, a new music class is starting today. There's a sign-up sheet in the main office. The class will be held every Thursday during 6 hours.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Baileys. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Bab City Beat. Subscribers get notifications when we go live each day. Leave us a comment and like and tell your friends and teachers to watch us too. Teachers, email us your announcement at batherbabble@gmail.com to have your announcements read on the show. See you next time on Bather Babble.